Hey guys, Sam here. Welcome back to our FIFA 17 Middlesbrough career mode. Thank you so much for the support on the last episode. You guys came out and just supported the shit out of it. Thank you so much. The biggest problem seemed to be that everybody was kind of mad that I gave Aitor Karanka the tracksuit. I know he's a classy fellow, I really do. I should have given him the suit. But in the moment, I just saw him in a tracksuit and I picked it. And that was seriously the only problem. Other than that, people seem to be loving the idea of a Middlesbrough career mode and everybody was very, very supportive. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you don't know, we're also doing a PSG career mode series. If you want to go ahead and check that out, it is on the channel. Also, a lot of you might not know, but we are streaming at around 3 to 4 p.m. UK time. I start streaming The Journey. We're playing through The Journey with Alex Hunter. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and do that as well. They're also going to be archived. So if you want to go back and watch those streams, you can do that as well. But without further ado, let's get into the Middlesbrough career mode. In the last episode, we actually played Stoke City and we picked up a win. As you can see, we sit in 6th position. And Hull City also picked up a win like they did in real life. So a couple of the promoted teams, they're doing well, but we're going to move on to our next game. We're doing some training as well with a couple of the players here. Let me know who you'd like to see get trained. I just trained like some of our younger players here, no one really too notable, and hopefully we can get them a little bit higher overall so they can play maybe the cup games or something like that. I'm thinking we'll rotate them in the cup games. So without further ado, let's take a look at who our next opponent is. And by the way, I didn't do a press conference in this episode because I want to give you guys a couple episodes to gather your questions about the team. We did get a few questions in the last episode, but if you don't know, I'm going to be doing press conferences every so often in the Middlesbrough career mode. Maybe every 3 episodes or something like that, we'll be doing press conferences. I'll be gathering your guys' questions and answering them as kind of the assistant manager to Aitor Karanka. So if you guys have any questions about the team or about transfer rumors, stories that you've heard in the newspaper, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And you could potentially be a part of the press conference episode. So without further ado, our next opponent is Sunderland. And although a lot of Sunderland fans don't want to call this a derby, it is at the very least a big rivalry between Middlesbrough and Sunderland. And we do not intend to lose this game here against Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light. So without further ado, let's take a look at the 11 men that'll be taking on the Black Cats at the Stadium of Light. There's the lineup for you guys going into this game against Sunderland. Not too many changes. The only one is Victor Valdez getting an opportunity in between the sticks. It would be unfair of me to not give Valdez an opportunity. And a lot of people in the comments section said that Valdez is the better goalkeeper. He technically is. I just like Guzan a bit more. People saying Guzan is shit. I disagree, but that's okay. That's completely up to you guys. We will be playing both these goalkeepers and seeing who can keep more clean sheets. That's like the challenge here. Guzan's got one under his belt, so Valdez has some catching up to do. But other than that, it's an unchanged lineup. As far as the 10 men in the outfield, it's Negredo up front on his own with Victor Fisher, and our only goal scorer this season so far, Adama, on the right. Ramirez, Clayton, and Deroon make up a midfield 3 with Friend, Espinoza, Ayala, and Nsu as a back 4. Obviously, Victor Valdez is in between the sticks, so hopefully it is a big 3 points here against Sunderland. We've got to perform really, really well against Sunderland. We just cannot let them smash us. That would be the absolute worst. If we lose this rivalry, our first, I guess you could call it a derby, but our first big rivalry here as assistant manager to Karanka. We do not want to be losing this game. We cannot lose to Sunderland. Come on, boys. I believe in us. Clayton now puts it out wide for Victor Fisher. Fisher, better hold up play, waiting for Friend. These two linked up very well in our first game against Stoke. Gaston Ramirez now. Doesn't really have too much in support. Adama's coming short now. He turns around. Adama with a fantastic turn. The speed is too much. And he nearly tucked that in the back of the net. Adama with a cheeky P-roll. A great bit of speed there from Adama. And freaking hell, man. Minoni just watched that one go past him. That could have very easily found the corner. And it could have been 1-0. We have an injury here to report. It is Adam Clayton who's been injured. So he'll be coming off for Leadbitter. It was Jack Rodwell with just a really bad challenge from behind. Then he's injured Clayton, which is unfortunate because he's been performing well. But the experience of Leadbitter could probably help us in the midfield. It's Leadbitter who's going to send this in. We're going to go for a far post dink here. It's good dinked in. Negredo's in there, wins the header. And it's a good save from Minoni, and it nearly fell to us again. Great ball from Leadbitter. And Negredo's challenging the goalkeeper. Nsu to Deroon. Over to Gaston Ramirez. Negredo was wanting the ball, and Gilabogi with a bit of decent defending there. Nearly gave away a penalty as well. It could have been called. Negredo and Adama. Good little bit of a link-up play there between the winger and a striker. And it's not even Virgil van Dijk, it's Denier. Victor Fisher wins the ball back. Here we go with a decent opportunity. Victor Fisher sends the ball in. He has Adama at the far post. And the header doesn't have enough power on it. Too easy for Vito Minoni. Victor Fisher, ball rolling outside. He's got Negredo in the supporting run. Negredo nearly found Victor Fisher again, but Leadbitter wins it. Here we go. Adama's in some space. Adama for his second goal in the Premier League. Denied by Vito Minoni. Oh my word. What a save that was. Oh no. No, they've won the ball back in the worst position possible for us. Defoe lays it off. You would have thought he would have gone himself. Didn't back himself, and he's wasted the chance there big time. And Sue wins the ball back. Plays it to Leadbitter, who gives it to Fisher. Fisher's got Negredo wanting it a little bit out wide. Alvaro Negredo gets past Gilabodji, and he tucks it in the back of the net. Alvaro Negredo, what a finish that was from Alvaro Negredo. Just loses Gilabodji there, and then just slots that in the corner. That is a fantastic finish. Assist a goal through I think through a through pass or something like that. Thank you, Xbox. I will take that achievement. And Karanka is a proud manager. Oh no. Jan Kirchhoff for Defoe, and that's a great challenge by Espinoza. That could have very easily been either a goal or a penalty. It's a free kick in a decent position here. If only I knew how to take free kicks this FIFA. We're going to try with Gaston Ramirez. And of course I put it wide. I'm not getting free kicks this year so far, guys. I need to practice them. There it is, full time here at the Stadium of Light, and we've picked up another win, another 1-0 win. Attacking wise, we're doing pretty decent. And I was really proud with how the boys played today. Victor Valdez picks up a clean sheet. Didn't really have much to do. Sunderland, again, similar to Stoke, going forward, didn't really have anything going for them. But this is legendary difficulty, guys. I don't know if I can do anything else to make it harder. There's nothing above legendary. It's the hardest difficulty. It's Negredo that gets us the 70th minute goal. Defensively, we look sound. Going forward, we're still a little bit rusty, and we're trying to get used to each other still. But Negredo picking up his first goal. Hopefully that does well for his confidence. Hopefully he can go on and really challenge for the golden boot. That would be amazing. As far as statistics, a much more one-sided game than the Stoke City game. 8 shots, 4 on target for us with 54% possession to Sunderland's 0 shots, 0 on target, 46% possession. Sunderland just had nothing doing for them, unfortunately for them, but fortunate for us. And it was Negredo who was able to slot it in the back of the net to give us the 3 points here and make it 6 from 6 potential points to kick off the start of our season. You can't argue with that. That is a good start to the season. Some terrible news after that game. Jack Rodwell has put Adam Clayton out for 7 months with an ACL injury. That is terrible news. He started the season really well, Clayton. Him and Dayrun forming that partnership in midfield. It looks like Leadbitter's going to come in for the rest of the season or thereabouts. I mean, he's going to be back in May, the end of May. That is his season pretty much gone. Unless he makes an early recovery, that is his season gone. Adam Clayton, unfortunate, especially for a young guy like him. Hopefully we'll be able to survive without him, and hopefully when he returns, he'll be ready to get back into this team. Got a training session here for you guys today. Rhodes, Desart, Morris, Gibson, and McGinley. We have about 7 or 8 players that we're training so far. Just some of the youngsters. I think we're not going to train people too much because we don't want their physicals going down. So we've got to be a bit of a rotation in the training. But those are 5 players that we did here. Our next game is a home game against Preston in the English Football League Cup. We're going to be playing a bit of a rotation side. It's round 2. We want to go as far as we can. We're going to try and win every game, of course, and it is at home as well. So we really don't want to be losing to Preston at home. More so of a statement. We don't want to have that against us. We don't want to lose to Preston. So hopefully we'll pick up the 3 points. But let's take a look at the starting 11 that'll take on Preston in the EFL Cup. Definitely a lot of fresh faces in the starting lineup. Jordan Rhodes starts up front on his own with DePena and Stuani on each wing. Downing, Desart, and Forshaw start in the midfield with Fabio, Gibson, Chambers, and Barragan as a back four. Brad Guzan in between the sticks. So other than Guzan, none of these players have started a game yet. So it is a chance for all of them to prove what they've got in the locker, especially defensively. We got Chambers, we got Fabio, 2 decent defenders, but not that high overalls. Maybe they can show us a thing or two. Chambers is on loan, so we're not going to invest too much time into him, but we're still going to use him while he's here, and we still want him to help the team while he's here. But it's a pretty solid lineup. I mean, it's a lineup that should be beating Preston North End, so hopefully we'll be progressing to the 3rd round of the EFL Cup, and hopefully we can start getting some chemistry in the team. Baptiste with a fantastic ball into Welshire, and Preston North End probably with the first kind of attack of the game, and it's Beckford going to whip it in, and Guzan with strong fists gets rid of that. Stuart Downing now over the top for Jordan Rhodes on his left. Beautiful finish from Jordan Rhodes. How about that, ladies and gents, on his first game for the season here, playing in the Cup. Jordan Rhodes showing his worth there and putting his name in contendership for the starting striker position. Just because Alvaro Negredo is more well known does not mean Jordan Rhodes cannot score more goals than him, and that's a fantastic finish on his left. On the volley as well, cool, calm, collected, doesn't try and smash it, just places it past Lindegaard and makes it 1-0. Beautiful work, Jordan. That's what I want to see from you, son. Beckford, good little turn there, and he's gone for a P-roll over himself. Look at that. That was close. That was close. I think Guzan may have had that covered, but I think if he tucked it in close enough to the post, that could have been the equaliser right there. Falls to Beckford. Preston North End are looking for the equaliser, cutting in and finishing it. I don't know who that is, but that was a fantastic finish, and Guzan has been beat for the first time this season. Makianok scores for Preston North End, making it 1-1. Good bit of play between himself and Beckford, and he's just tucked that away. It was a fantastic finish. Can't take anything away from this. Beckford finds him, he cuts in, completely does the defender, and that is a decent finish. Guzan never getting his position right there and not getting enough on his feet to spring him to the ball. So unfortunately it is 1-1 now, and looks like we have our work cut out for us. Here we go, Beckford. And once again, Preston North End with their two-striker system are coming at us, and this could be... Oh my god. How could he ruin that opportunity? He had Beckford in the middle. Good play here between Rhodes and Downing. Rhodes going to play that through to Stuani, who's picked up a bit of a knock. Badagan now. Calm play from Middlesbrough. Forshaw into Downing, and I don't know what Downing was trying to do. Johnson now with the pace. Plays it through to Makianok. He's going to whip that one in. I think Beckford is in there. He does win the header, but Guzan gets a touch onto that one. Great goalkeeping. Stuani now. Going to whip that one in. Jordan Rhodes is running onto that. And why did he try to volley it so hard? He didn't learn his lesson from his first goal. Jordan Rhodes has snatched at that. He's right in front of goal. He just has to place it. I didn't even put that much power onto that at all. I tapped the button and Jordan Rhodes has skied that. He got way too excited. All he had to do was place that. That was a fantastic cross, a fantastic run, and it should be 2-1 right now. Two substitutions, it's Adama and Gaston Ramirez coming on for the Pena and Stuart Downing. Oh, Adama's there to pick the bones. Adama, oh my god, he's nearly won a penalty. The defender just got the ball. Very risky business from the defense there. There it is, full time, 1-1. I'm not sure if we have extra time. I believe we might. I have no idea, but 1-1 at home against Preston North End was not what I was expecting at all. Here we go, boys. We do go into extra time. One of these teams has to come out a winner. Gaston Ramirez is now in a bit of room. Jordan Rhodes is asking for the ball. We're going to give it to him. Come on, Jordan. Keep calm. Decent touch, and Jordan Rhodes with a fantastic finish again. Jordan Rhodes is making a name for himself. He did blast that volley over the top of the net, but this one was fantastic, and we've got an achievement for it as well. Slotted. Yes, we did. The touch scared me a bit. I thought it was going to run away from him, and I thought the keeper was going to claim it, but he slid in and finished that as well. Lindegaard, unfortunately, is not getting hands onto that. 2-1. Let's not lose this lead, boys. We got the win. We can progress. We just have to hold on. Oh, Adama. What a roulette. Go on, son. With the pace. He's got the legs as well. He's got the stamina. Adama now going to cut it in. Oh. And there it is, full time. I just realized when the whistle went, I didn't say that it was full time. I just skipped to the menus because I was very happy with the win. 2-1 after 120 minutes of football. Really end to end. Preston gave us a fantastic game. 5 shots, 3 on target for us with 54% possession to Preston's 6 shots, 4 on target, 46% possession. End-to-end stuff, but we have pulled through and have made it 3 wins out of 3. This is the first game that we didn't get a clean sheet, however, so I guess that's something to take out of this. But it is a 2-1 win, and we progress in the EFL Cup. Picked up another injury in that game. It was Christian Stuani with a sprained ankle, so he'll be out for 3 weeks. Not too bad. Not the worst news ever, but it is going to be a big miss. Before we end today's episode, I wanted to go in depth with the objectives because I do realize that in the first episode I didn't go in depth. I showed them when we were starting up our career mode, but I didn't show the in-depth specific objectives for each thing. So with the youth development, they want us to sign 4 players from our youth academy, which we have started already. 1 in each position. So they want us to sign a goalkeeper, a defender, a midfielder, and a forward from our youth academy. We can definitely do that as long as we get those 4 positions, which we should. Brand exposure within 3 seasons. They want us to increase season ticket holders with at least 10% of the stadium's capacity. I think we can do that. All we need to do is play well. I don't know if we can do anything else. Maybe signing big names will help, but we're not really in the market of signing big names. But I'm assuming maybe transfers and results would affect that one. Continental success, there's no objective. We're not in anything. Domestic success, they want us to finish mid-table. And in the FA Cup, they want us to reach a round of 16. There's no EFL Cup objective, which is, I find, pretty interesting. They want us to reach at least the round of 16 in the FA Cup, which I think is very doable. So with the domestic, I think we can do that, even though it's not a priority. And then the most important thing they want us to do is to reduce player wages by £42,500 a week. I don't know if that can be done by loaning players out and by selling players, but we'll find out in January. Otherwise, I'm not sure how exactly we're meant to reduce the wages because a lot of players don't accept contracts with lower wages. And before we get off the screen, check those freaking calf muscles on the guy in the youth development. I don't know who they are. I don't know who that is. But those calf muscles are freaking insanity, mate. That guy definitely does not skip leg day. Look at everybody else's calves and then look at his. But that'll be all for today's episode, guys. 2 games in today's episode. I want to keep it limited. I want you guys to want more. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the Middlesbrough career mode so far. Remember to ask press conference questions. Maybe next episode we'll do a press conference, if not the episode after that. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series enough, and hopefully you have some questions for us. We've got 2 wins out of 2 in the Premier League, with 2 goals scored and none scored against us. The only team to still have 2 clean sheets to our name and have no goals against us. So I guess that's something. If you did go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. That would be absolutely fantastic. It'd help me and the series out a lot, and I'd appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new around here, make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any FIFA 17 content. We also have a PSG career mode if you're interested in that, and we also stream the journey. So make sure you are up to date with everything. But I hope you did enjoy today's video. I hope you had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.